I challenge him, sige, pakita nyo yung tunay na mukha nyo sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Forever mag-walk out kayo. Sige, pakita nyo, show your true colors. Ganyan naman kayo, pikon kayo eh. Pag kayo majority, okay lang. Pag kayo minority, hindi okay. By depriving the Senate of a quorum, hindi ba sila hinalal ng milyon-milyon? Kung dyan, they're trying to force the issue eh. Kasi, under Senate rules, under the rules of any legislature, hindi mo pwedeng i-deprive ng quorum forever ang legislatura. The Senate President, in the case of our Senate, may order the Senate Sergeant at Arms to arrest and bodily bring any member to the plenary in order to constitute a quorum. Siyempre, mabigat kung gagawin mo yon. They're trying to provoke. Bago sasabihin pa ha, ito nakakatawa eh. This goes against the grain of everything that we have been taught in Constitution ng majority with respect to the rules. Abuse. Since when has changing the rules been an abuse? Prerogative po yan, exclusive prerogative of either the House or the Senate na palitan ang rules niya. Ngayon, may principle po dyan of justiciability. Hindi ko maintindihan kasi ang tinuro po sa akin ni Mel Santamaria na hindi niya sinusunod ngayon, kapag ginagawa pa lang ang batas o any amendment of the rules, hindi pa ripe for adjudication yan. You cannot go to the Supreme Court. You can only go to the Supreme Court kapag yung batas ay napasa na or yung rules ay pinasa na ng majority. That's when you question it, if you can question it at all. Dahil exclusive yan. Hindi pa sinabi ni Tito Soto, you see how hypocritical these people are. Sabi ni Tito Soto, the Senate has the exclusive right to make its rules, blah, blah, blah. Pagkatapos ngayon, pupunta daw siya sa Supreme Court para questionin kung bakit iniiba yung rules. Gusto niya noon, ayaw niyong makialam ang Supreme Court, noong in-invalidate yung impeachment, kayo gusto niyong makialam ang Supreme Court. On the same principle, yung acts exclusively belonging to the province of the Senate in performing. Good luck after insulting the Supreme Court, after saying that the members thereof are ignorant, etc. Pupunta ka ngayon sa Supreme Court, good luck. Baka ang mangyari sa kanya pag may sinabi siya sabihin sa kanya ng Supreme Court achiche. Insultuhin mo yung Supreme Court, baka pupunta roon. Sinasabi pa nila, may nagsabi sa akin, pwede daw hindi sundin yung order ng Supreme Court. Bakit pupunta ka sa Supreme Court? Diba? How hypocritical these people are. Noong panahon ni Trillanes na nakukulong, gusto nila remote participation. Noong panahon ni Dilima nakakulong, remote participation. Ngayon, ayaw nila. And then, someone will say na, dinamadali nyo ba ito? Dahil may makukulong na sa inyo? What a thing to say to your colleagues. That's the problem of electing characters to the Senate. Diba? I will just vary the old saying, diba? When you elect clowns to the Senate, the clowns do not become honorable. The Senate becomes a circus. Hindi po yung sinabing yun. If there's anything that is unparliamentary, hindi yung ginawa ni Senator Aimee, because that forms part of the prerogative of any senator to rise to the question of privilege. Hindi kasi marunong yung ibang mga senador natin. Kung mababasa nila yung mga ibang privilege speeches before martial law, ni na Jokno, ni na Ninoy, ni na mas matitindi pa sa ginawa. Those of you do not remember, matanda na po kasi ako yata pinakamatanda rito Kasi before the advent of the internet, of social media, lahat po ng privilege speeches ng mga senador, pinapublish nila. Then meron noon tinatawag na franking privilege. Libre po, pag nag-mail sa inyo ang mga senador ng kahit ano, libre, hindi kailangan ng post office stamp. Ginagamit po yun ng mga senador, daang libo minimail nila kung sino-sino, lalo na yung mga local government officials. My father was a board member, he was a councilor. Lagi siya nakakatanggap ng kopya ng mga privilege speeches. Pinababasa niya sa akin. Matitindi. Si Ninoy accused President Marcos Sr. of orchestrating the Jabida Massacre. Ngayon, dinibang, wala naman palang pruweba, sabi ni Bobby Tiglao. Hindi po kailangan na may proof doon. Privilege nga yun eh. Why is there such a doctrine as the rubric of privilege? It's to encourage every senator in representation of the millions who voted for him or her na pagsalita freely without fear of reprisal except before his peers by way of an ethics committee complaint. Yun po ang concern ng PDP. We are appealing to our senators for sobriety. Yung pinagsasasabi nilang tyranny of the majority, there is no such thing. In a democracy, talagang majority ang nasusunod. Bakit? Pagka nung nanalo ba si BBM, may nagsabing tyranny of the majority. That is democracy. The majority rules. Yun po yun. Wala tayong magagawa doon. Those are the rules. And the rules of the Senate are subject to amendment at any time by the will of the majority. Wala pong tyranny rito. Puro kahipokrituhan, puro demagoguery ang pinagsasabi ng minority. Ngayon, I challenge Senator Lacson. Kasi isa pang ipokrito yan eh. Surrender siya kay Bato. Unang-una, pumitma yata siya dun sa Resolution 44, di ba? Si Ping. O, pagkatapos surrender, hindi naman siya sumurrender noon. Nagtago siya. O, yung all those calling for the surrender of Senator Bato are hypocrites. Because yung sina Teddy Casino, sina Lisa Masa noong 2006, ewan ko kung buhay na yung iba sa inyo rito, nagtago yan ilang linggo sa loob ng House of Representatives. Diba? Tignan nyo yung mga news reports. Pinagmalaki pa ni Lisa Masa, doon na daw siya naglalaban ng panty sa loob ng House of Representatives sa lababo. To evade arrest. Si Trillanes, ganun din. Si De Lima, 2 araw yan nakiusap. I was there. Kasi kami ng VACC yung nag-file nung Bilibid drug case. We were there nung isa-serve yung warrant. Nakiusap si De Lima, baka pwedeng 2 days muna ako dito to wind up. Hindi siya pinasok. Walang nagpumilit pumasok doon para arrestuhin siya. Now they're calling for surrender. They are justifying yung pagpasok sa Senate. Yung kakapal ng mukha nitong mga to eh. Grabe. Si Lacson nga ang nag-coin ng word fugitive from injustice. Swerte lang yan si Lacson, sinuportahan niya si Noynoy, tumawid ang administrasyon, noong ginrant yung certiorari niya ng Court of Appeals, yung si Solicitor General Cadiz, an Aquino appointee, did not appeal. Can you imagine the crime of the decade, hindi mo i-appeal yung pagkatalo ng gobyerno? Solicitor General ka. Yung mga annulment cases nga na ordinaryo, ina-appeal automatically ng OSG, siya hindi niya appeal. Yung Dacer Corbito double murder, may 2 tao na patay. On a technicality, nag-grant yung lifting ng warrant ng principal accused, hindi mo i-appeal. Yan ang tirada. Diyan swerte si Ping. Swerte lang talaga si Ping. But one day his luck will run out.